Need for Speed Payback car list. No. Need for Speed Payback JDM car list. News, flash, douchebags. You lot asked me to cover JDM, so let's get to it. Without doubt, the most popular car type within not only the Need for Speed community, but I would say the street racing community as a whole. The term Japanese domestic market refers to Japan's home market for vehicles. For the importer, these terms refer to vehicles and parts designed to conform to Japanese regulations and to suit Japanese buyers. There you go, a nice breakdown of the term and some useless information you can go and tell the next person whilst pretending you know what you're talking about. Now, personally, I'm a huge JDM fanboy. I own a Mazda RX-8 which is parked up at my mum's house inside her garage and declared off-road until my eyes fully recover from an operation that I had previously. One of my favourite cars of all time, and probably the car which got me into the whole JDM thing, was the Mitsubishi Evo. Now, as I've mentioned, I live in London and we have a place in the West End known as Chinatown. A huge hot pot of brilliant Chinese culture in the form of shops and restaurants. Now, years ago, for my 16th birthday, myself and a few of my colleague buddies went to an all-you-can-eat buffet down there, and I remember coming out pretty late and on a nearby street during the walk home, hearing a whole load of noise in the form of engines being revved and exhaust backfiring. We turned the corner and I kid you not, there was 3 all-black Evos, fully blacked out. This was back when full window tinting on all windows was legal. It was and still is one of the sickest things I've seen car-wise in a natural environment, outside the bravado of an organised show of course, and probably the first time I had a crisis in my pants. You know, crisis, the same type of crisis you get when you come across a porno mag for the first time. That doesn't matter, because looking at Need for Speed 2015, let's just remind ourselves as to what the chaps over at Ghost provided us in the shape of the JDM part of the car list. So from Honda we had the 2000 Civic Type R, the NSX Type R and the S2000. From Acura we had the RS-XS. Mazda gave us the 1996 MX-5, the 2015 MX-5 and the RX-7. Mitsubishi, the 2008 Lancer Evo. Nissan, the 180SX, the Fairlady 240Z, the Silvia Spec R, the 71 Skyline GTR, the 2015 GTR Premium, the 2017 GTR Premium, the 93 Skyline GTR R32 and the 99 Skyline GTR V-Spec R34. The folks over at Subaru provided us with the BRZ or BRZ, if you're from the UK, Premium, as well as the Impreza WRX STI, sounds like sexually transmitted infection. But anyway, Toyota, GT86, Apex or AE86 and the Supra, so 3 from them. Now that's a pretty long list, 21 cars across 7 different manufacturers. So let's take a look at the JDM car list for Need for Speed Payback, starting off with Honda and the new Civic Type R FK32, Mitsubishi with the Evo 9, Nissan with the 350Z, the GTR Premium 2015, the R32 Skyline and the R34 Skylines both making a comeback, Subaru, the BRZ, and the Impreza WRX STI, but this time the 2011 version as opposed to the 2010 last time round. And last but not least, in terms of derelicts, the Nissan Fairlady 240Z. So 9 cars across 5 manufacturers. Now that's quite a substantial drop off. The numbers don't lie here, however I'm of the belief that numbers don't always tell the full story, and I've often said across many videos it's about quality over quantity when it comes to car lists. Also, another important factor to bear in mind is the fact that Toyota have pulled out of the gaming industry for the time being at least, well at least in terms of their production models, which no matter how you feel, the blame cannot and must not be attributed to Ghost or EA. You can't make deals with people who refuse to come to the table. It's as simple as that. Now, taking a deeper look, I think what Ghost have done is essentially looked at 2015's list and decided to trim the fat off the meat, sort of getting rid of the excess baggage. Now, let me make something very clear before I continue. I am fully aware that every car, no matter what you or I may think about it, has its own set of fanboys. Each individual car means something different to differing people. Where one person dislikes this car, another person loves that car. I get that, okay? And you must as well. But that doesn't change the fact that some cars get more love than others. For example, I'm pretty sure most of you will agree with me that the R34 Skyline was probably purchased within the game more times than, say, the Acura RSX. I reckon Ghost looked at this and decided to get rid of what they see as the least popular JDM cars based on the factual in-game data they have in relation to our gameplay patterns, and have decided to replace some of them with newer cars while spending the remaining development time in improving other areas such as classic muscle cars, which we covered in the last episode. Now, if that theory is correct, then for the sake of having a more diverse and compelling car list, surely this has to have been the correct thing to do, right? I mean, surely it's a no-brainer. Get rid of what's unpopular and then replace those elements with less, but maybe some may say more formidable replacements, and then spend the extra time gained in expanding the area which was lacking most. The 2000 Civic Type R, although liked by many, has been replaced by what many reviews have agreed is one of the most impressive hatchbacks to have ever laid rubber on a track. The new Civic Type R FK2, a turbocharged Type R, is a rare thing, but the FK2 delivers and goes above and beyond with a top speed of 168 miles per hour. It means it will destroy an M3 in a drag race. The 2-litre VTEC inline-4 punches out 306 brake horsepower, allowing the FK2 to go from 0 to 60 in 5 seconds dead. On the surface, the Evo 9 doesn't look like a good replacement over the Evo 8, as it's down in horsepower in comparison, but you'd be a fool to write it off, as the Evo 9 not only comes with an improved all-wheel drive system and tightened suspension allowing for tighter cornering, but where the 8 hit 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, the improved Evo 9 can manage it in an insane 4.4. The Nissan 180 SX has been replaced by one of the most popular and sought after cars in the Need for Speed franchise, the Nissan 350Z. Now, I'm unsure whether or not this is the Nismo version, but with a 3.6 litre naturally aspirated V6, a 0 to 60 time of 5.4 seconds and an impressive 301 brake horsepower, should it really matter? Now, the 240Z has been turned into a derelict, meaning it's the only JDM car that can be turned into a super build with crazy customizations, as well as being the only JDM car that can be built up into all car classes within the game. So as you can see, a smaller car list, but a few examples there of how they've improved the quality of it, removing some cars that were really good and replacing them with even better solutions, or just completely removing cars that maybe were not popular at all. Now, I was all set on going with the belief of this thought process being the case here, but then that begs the question, since when did the Honda NSX and the legendary Mazda RX-7 and the Silvia Spec R become unpopular, especially when we know them to not only be huge fan favourites, but also being three of a very small list of cars that had great aftermarket body customizations. Now, just touching on those customizations, if I'm not mistaken, and please forgive me if I'm wrong, okay, I do make mistakes sometimes. If I'm not mistaken, all three of those cars, the Silvia Spec R, the RX-7 and the NSX, did they not all have Rocket Bunny wide body kits in 2015? So Need for Speed work closely with Rocket Bunny, three very iconic cars, which in my mind would make no sense to omit. I smell a Rocket Bunny DLC pack coming down the line. I could be wrong. Listen, I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy that makes videos. I have no affiliation to Ghost whatsoever. I have no information, no news, but yeah, I kind of see a Rocket Bunny DLC pack coming down the line, potentially involving the very three cars that I've just mentioned. All of this has left me very confused. I can't criticize something that I don't understand, and I can't praise something I need more information on. Fellas, chaps, brothers and brethrens, this may be the first Bourne opinion episode where I'm actually going to have to sit on the fence for the reasons listed above. Hopefully more will be revealed closer to launch. And with that being said, that just about wraps things up for another episode, guys. Thank you so much for all the support on the channel. Thank you so much for the views, the comments, the likes, you know, whether or not you disagree, whether or not you agree. I'm just grateful that you guys are coming out and sharing your opinions with me and with each other as well. Let me know what you think about this whole JDM situation here, and let's get this debate going. So we've covered classic muscle, we've taken an in-depth look at JDM. If you would like me to do the exact same thing for supercars and also European imports, hit the like button. If we can get enough likes on this video, that will give me the indication that I need to go off and start prepping those videos. So again, if you want a detailed breakdown of the European tuners and another one for the supercars, hit the like button. Don't forget to check out all the other Bourne Opinion episodes I've got up on the channel. All the links to that will be in the description box. Also, don't forget to check out the Need for Speed Underground 2 Let's Play that I've got running. More details of that also in the description box. In fact, the next episode of that is going live soon. And also don't forget to check out the Auto Bourne magazine for all your latest car reviews and head-to-head showdowns. And also, if you haven't done so already, check out my 2,000 subscriber video and leave your vote for what you want to be the prize game for the giveaway that I'm going to be doing shortly. Time is running out on that, so get with it. If it's your first time around here, I wish you a Bourne welcome. The subscribe button, don't forget to hit that, and most importantly, remember to turn those notifications on so you know exactly when the next episode is going to be dropping. In the meantime, I will see you when the next video comes out. Take it easy. Peace. Do you like car reviews? Do you check out power tests? Are you a fan of head-to-head showdowns? How about having them all tied together in one convenient place? Welcome to the Auto Bourne magazine, your one-stop shop for all of the above, presented on a weekly basis with quality content, clean-cut commentary, and cars to suit everyone's pocket. What happened when a 370Z went up against the original 240? Was the American muscle car misunderstood by the British? Should you buy the brilliantly stupid John Cooper Works Mini? All questions and more will be answered as part of the Auto Bourne magazine. Check it out now.